I'm going to be beating the insane mode of Stickman Legacy's uh, ch- champion mode, tournament mode. And I'll be showing you guys how to do it. And as you guys can see, I'm switching all of the skins to default. And I'm going to be using 0 abilities. Like 0 of the spells throughout this entire thing. I'm just going to be using the upgrade points and the special things that happen in the tournament. Those are the only things I'm doing. Now this one, the special thing is that there's a rock protecting him from me. And yes, protecting him from me. I'm the one they have to worry about. So I'm just going to be using this miner to mine up all the ores. Now, because I chose the giant, because you get to like choose miner, swordsman, archer, Spartan, wizard, or giant. Each of those gives different abilities. I chose the giant, which special ability is it costs less and has a little bit more health if I remember right. And so because of that, I'm able to get it way faster than I normally would be able to, which is very good in this scenario, as you guys will see later. Now, I'm just using the miner to get a lot of extra gold, because I'm not going to be using the mining spell. Now, I'm going to be showing the list of spells, like right here. You can see all those spells. Those are all the spells I currently have. I'm going to be using none of them, and also I'm going to be showing the shop in a little bit. So then, yeah, these are all the spells I have. I'm not going to be using any of them. Instead, I'm just going to be using the solid strength and skill I have by playing this game way too often. I'm going to be mixing up my content every now and again, so I'm mostly going to do Skywars videos with Minecraft related YouTube shorts, but every now and then I'll just do something fun like this. Now, if it glitched out for you guys too, I do not know what that was. But this should be a very fun game. Now, right now, I'm just going to be destroying the wall, so I'm going to speed it up just a bit. As you guys can notice, I sped this up by just a little bit, so it's a little bit quicker. Just because it would have been a good minute, it would have been a good 30 seconds of just hitting the wall, which would have been very boring very quickly. But as you guys can see, every now and then the weapons will line up, and it's really that. And that's really cool. I think I might make that into a short because of how cool that was. They did it for a third time, but they messed it up on the fourth. Now, as you can see, my opponent brought in soldiers to fight me. Unfortunately, giants can attack over the wall, so I'll just be attacking over the wall as the other giant attacks the wall itself. So then I'll be doing damage to his soldiers while I'm trying to destroy the wall. Now, I'm trying to destroy the wall so then I can start attacking them with my full force, and I'm also using the wall to build up an army and to weaken his army for when I do my full attack. Because giants are pretty overpowered. They have a whole lot of health, and they have 50 damage and a couple hundred health, so they're really powerful units, which is probably why they're so expensive, and you can't get that many, but it's worth it. Because right now, the barrier just dropped, and half of his army is dead, pretty much. Which is good for me, bad for my opponent. So I'm just going to be walking up, and the rest of this match is pretty easy. I just knock around my enemy just a bit. Just destroying him. For insane mode, it's pretty easy for the beginning few levels. It's mainly just the ending that gets really crazy. But you're gonna have to watch to the end of the video to find out why I said it gets a bit crazy. So I'm just gonna be hitting this statue, which because it's red, it's giving me fire damage, which I do not like because my health is going down. Now, sorry if you guys can't read what it's saying. I don't know why, but all of the letters and words and stuff just don't show up well. I think it's because I'm recording this in such a low resolution, and I don't know how to change that. I mean, I could probably go to the settings and figure out what I need to change to fix that, but haven't done that yet. So you won't be able to tell what they're saying, but it's fine. They don't really say anything important. It's just the same words over and over and over again. Now, right now there's an ad, but I'm just going to skip past the ad because they're not sponsoring me. This is the second opponent. Now for this one, it's just like regular game. This is just like a regular game. So there's nothing special, it's just us against them. Now this one, this opponent I like kind of feel bad about killing because they're like a pacifist. But then again, if you're a pacifist and you play a game titled Stickmin War Legacy, granted they're not really a character, they're like a CPU, they're not an actual player, but like making a character in a game about war just for peace is a bit weird. But yeah, now I have enough gold to get to my first soldier, which I'm just going to immediately throw at my opponent. Like, I'm just going to immediately start attacking. Now right there, it just said my bag is too full, so I have to put it back because I wasn't paying attention to how much gold I was getting. But now I can use the giant, run straight at my enemy, and just start hitting them. It's one benefit of having a giant club. You do a lot of damage. Now granted, their speed is really slow, which I understand, but also it takes a little bit to get to the other side. So now I'm here, and the rest of this fight is pretty easy because they just immediately run away. Also, because I'm the giant, every third hit is blocked, which is good because that means they do a lot less damage. Like, not only do I have tons of health, every third hit blocks, and the soldiers are easy, and the soldiers are pretty easy to make. Not all soldiers though, just the giants, which I guess is like okay, because if they had it with everybody, that would just be way too powerful, but they don't. Yeah, now I'm gonna switch to the other one because the first one died, but it doesn't really matter because I'm still gonna win, even if one of my characters dies. I still got a backup, and a backup for the backup, and a backup for the backup, and a backup for the backup for the backup, and a backup for the backup. You get the picture. I just have like backups upon backups. Now the arrows are just like very annoying because I do not have a ranged attack. See, the giant has a ranged attack. It does have a ranged attack, but it's only for like when you have skins on. If you're not wearing the skins, you do not have the ranged attacks, which I think is kind of stupid, but it's fine. I mean, it gets you to spend money on the game, so I'll give him that. But it doesn't really matter to me. This game is still going to be pretty easy. I just have to continue hoping that I can stall long enough to get another soldier. Because at this point, I'm losing quite a lot. Like, I've lost 2. And this is the 3rd one. But as long as my miners keep on mining away, I'll still get more and more gold. And then with that more gold, I can get some like upgraded stuff. Not upgraded, I can get some more soldiers. But right now that wizard, not wizard, there's like a healer. My opponent summoned a healer, because my opponent can use spells. I can't use spells. Because as you can see, that is a spell. Making arrows rain from the sky, that's a spell. Also, because they have the archer statue, it also summons an extra Archerdon, which is what the archers are called, every time they do that ability. But I do not have any fancy ability because I have the basic statue. Now we just easily destroy the statue and the game is over. Now the next person I'm fighting is this person, the specialty of this mode is we both start out with a whole bunch of monies. As you can see, we started with like 10,000 coins, which means I can get about 8 giants because they're really expensive. But for this one, I'm going to have a slightly different strategy of just throwing my giants at it, because that will fail. For this one, I'm going to send one giant out to stall them as the other giants get summoned in, and then when there's like a bunch of them, I send them all at once, because then I'm just going to overwhelm them with a lot of numbers and a lot of damage, because with 2 of them, that's like 50 damage. That's like 100 damage. With like 7 of them, That's 350 damage. Most of these have like 100 health, less than 100 health. Like most of the basic ones have less than 100 health. So like, I'm gonna do a lot of damage if I just let them, if I could just wait a little bit to get all of the giants in play. So what I'm doing is I'm just distracting my opponent. Now this opponent has a special skin that like builds up electricity over time and just like shoots lightning bolts, which is very cool, honestly. But I'm just not allowing them to use the ability. I'm just killing them before they can. And as you can see, this is what my plan was. Giant army. Now I'm doing like a whole bunch of damage. Not only that, but I'm knocking them back, which because they're knocked back, they get stunned for a little bit. Not really stunned, but they fall down. They have to stand back up, which means I can knock them down. So then they have to stand back up, so then I can knock them down again. And as they're knocked down, they can't attack. So because of all these, they're just like knocked down for a while. Now I can't hit them while they're down. I guess that kind of makes sense. You know, we're nice, we're chivalrous. But it doesn't matter because there's just way too many of me to actually stop. Because look, they also do like area damage, so they don't just damage one unit. They damage 3 units, which can be the statue. So as I'm like attacking everyone else, I'm also hitting the statue. So I'm doing a lot of damage. Now this is another ad, but because the ad didn't sponsor me, I'm not gonna play it. Now for this one, there's like 14 miners. You start out with 14 miners on both sides, and there's just like a whole bunch of gold in the middle of the map. Now the problem is the gold's in the middle of the map, and there's nothing protecting it. So there's nothing protecting my troops from his miners from his troops, so I have to quickly act. So I just immediately went on the offensive, and I'm right now trying to kill as many of his miners as possible to make sure he gets as little gold as possible. Now, unfortunately, the person I'm fighting is Ruthless. That's the character's name, who has an undead miner skin, which means every time I kill one of their miners, they turn to a zombie and gets to attack me. Now, it's very bad because now I have even more soldiers to fight, and right now at this point, my soldiers are walking into arrows. Now, I would put them on defense. The only problem is what I used to record puts like a little recording emblem right where the defense is. So I literally at this point cannot put my troops back onto defense. So I'm like on a permanent offense or like castle mode, which is basically when all my troops go back into my castle. I bring up 4 archers that cannot be hit, and their whole job is just to defend. So right now, as I'm like trying to defend, I thought, you know what, here in a little bit, I'm just gonna turn on to castle because I already know how this ends. Now, as you guys can see, as you guys just saw, I can do like a little jump ability, which does more damage, which is cool. It's really cool. But like, it's kind of, for me, it's kind of hard to get it to work because the mechanics are like very picky. But as you guys can see, I'm starting to die and get overwhelmed, which is not very good. But what makes it even worse is the fact that every time I accidentally kill a miner or kill a miner on purpose, the miners just come back as undead. Now, because I took control of the person right before I hit them with the ability, I did slightly more damage because when you're in control of someone, they do slightly more damage. Now, as you can see there, I just did the jump ability again. Now, I'm trying to do it on regular, but it's like quite hard to do the jump ability. I don't know why, but because of this, I'm having like slight problems. Now, as you can see, they just called like an air strike of arrows, which is going to be very bad because it's going to kill a few of my miners, and if not kill, they're at least wounding them. So right now I'm putting all of the miners on defense as I took control of this guy to like slow down their offense. So I'm putting everyone back to the castle, like I said before, to bring out the archers. Now, for some bizarre reason, it jumped, even though I didn't click the right thing to jump. but the archers were able to shoot the healer, and right now they're shooting the other archers and all the other ones there. Now once they're done, I'm gonna bring out my swordsmen, because they actually build pretty quick. They actually get made pretty quickly, which is good for me because that means I can, once I'm done here, I can come out here with a good swarm of them. Now with this little swarm, I can easily destroy anything in my way. So with this, I'm gonna go to win the game, because there's nothing that can stop me right now. But I forgot something. You see, this character not only has the undead skin, but has a little ability in insane mode. I don't know if they have it in normal mode, because it's been a while since I've played normal or easy mode. I've mostly just been playing insane mode. But there's like a little ability I just forgot about because it doesn't really come up that often. Which is, once the statue is about to die, it summons something. It summons that thing, that giant creature. As you can see, with that ability, it just killed like 6 or 7 of my soldiers with one ability. It can do that multiple times. Now right now I'm trying to kill the healer, which I got really close to doing. And I want to kill the healer because this giant is going to take, has like more health than a regular giant. And also does a lot more damage. So I have to build like an entire army just to get enough troops to kill it. So instead of killing it, I'm going to be attacking the statue. Because once the statue is destroyed, all soldiers immediately surrender. So if I'm able to destroy the statue, even if that giant creature is alive, as you can see, I still win. So that's how you win in insane mode royale with just with no skins and no spells.